Have you ever wanted to play a game that reminds you of the time your father drove you to the watermelon fields? No? Well, lucky you, because I think I found a game like that today. Old School Rally. Basically, someone found a dusty PS1 demo disc from 1999, shoved it into 2025, and the result is somehow actually pretty fun. Ah, the memories. My dad going 100 kilometers per hour down old beaten dirt roads in a Volkswagen Golf Mark II. Meanwhile, I'm holding onto the door handle like it's a roller coaster safety bar, while he tries to squeeze a smile out of me. That smile never happened, by the way. I was too busy trying not to piss myself. But anyway, that's enough lore about the past. Let's drive into the future, where I am the driver and my co-driver sounds like Siri being forced at gunpoint to call out direction. Left, right, chicane. Bro, this man isn't giving directions, he's guessing. Look at this, you can do this. Hairpin left, medium left, easy left, hard right, hard left, easy right, and still win the stage. Chicanes in this game are weirdly easy. You can just cut them diagonally like this, your speedrunning geometry class. And the funniest part, this game doesn't really punish you for driving like a drunk mosquito. If I made this game and you cut even one corner, your PC would blue screen, your monitor would explode, and your games would instantly uninstall itself. But nope, Old School Rally just pats you on the back. Like, hey, great effort, champ. Honestly, I kind of like it. That it's not a hardcore simulator. You don't need a steering wheel, a racing pedals, or a driving license and a PhD in aerodynamics to make one turn. And look, the game gives you a decent lineup to mess around with. You've got 28 cars, different classes, like A, S, and classics. Stuff that all feels just different enough to keep you crashing in new and exciting ways. It's not like you unlock one car and that's it forever. You actually get variety, even if half the time you're driving like you stole it from a museum. I have used both a controller for my playthrough, but did a few stages with my keyboard as well, but the controls are completely fine. There's also 24 stages, different environments, different surfaces, gravel, snow and tarmac, and each one is basically begging you to fly off a cliff at least once. Yeah, you'll see the same places again, but honestly, that's kind of the charm. Old rally games did the same thing and nobody complained back then. We were too busy crashing. Also, I love reading Steam reviews because you get things like car handling feels weird sometimes. Yeah bro, welcome to retro nostalgia. Half these cars handle like shopping carts in Hurricane. Base notes are inaccurate. Bro, my real life GPS once told me to drive into a lake. At this point I don't question directions, I just commit. There is not enough content. Buddy, this game costs like 10 euros. What did you expect? Formula 1 career mode? A lifetime subscription to Formula 1 live commentary? Pit crew drama? Overall this game has a pretty chill vibe. And I think that's what makes this game kinda perfect. It's casual, it's stupid, it's fun. And the fact that it has split screen? That's illegal in modern gaming. Games don't do that anymore. You can actually sit next to someone, hand them a controller and ruin a friendship in real time, just like God intended. You don't need to sweat like a League of Legends player at 3 AM screaming at his teammates. You can drive like a clown and still win something. You can just jump in, destroy your car, flip off a mountain, respawn and somehow still be happy, despite your life choices. The game rewards chaos. And honestly, there is something charming about a racing game that doesn't require you to sell a kidney to buy a steering wheel. If you have a keyboard older than me, you can still drift cars like Tokyo. So my conclusion is, Old School Rally is basically a nostalgia wrapped inside a slightly broken arcade racer that somehow slaps. It's cheap, it's dumb, but in a good way. It isn't a high fidelity simulator, the physics are wobblier than my old gaming chair and the co-driver sometimes yells turn right a volt second late. But here's the important part, it doesn't matter. Even when you crash, you're still having fun. Even when you flip off a cliff, you restart with a smile. Even when the game lies about turns, who cares? I'm vibing, my brothers. Old School Rally isn't gonna change your life. It's not Forza Horizon, it's not Gran Turismo. Like seriously, I played Dirt Rally, and that game is like trying to fly NASA equipment with a toaster. Old School Rally though, You press W and pray. That's my kind of motorsport, to be honest. But for a game that costs less than a gas station sandwich and runs on literally anything, it's shockingly good. I give it a solid oh yeah baby out of 10, which is like an 8 for me.